This is, I must have stuck like a NAND gate somewhere, or just the wrong thing somewhere, so that's okay. That's okay. We can figure out how to do it this way some other time, but for now, that looks like the simplest solution. Sorry for wasting all the time making this. But hey, we're all learning here, right? This is all learning, which is great. So what do we got going on here? We're just gonna break this, break all this, collect all this stuff. Oh, so much easier, right? Running it like this. Putting it there, putting that there, putting that there. Just like in that. Real more redstone over here. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. This was the easiest way. This is the easiest way of building something like this. Bam! Done. There's your output. Bam! Right there. There's your output. So, now, they're all on. Oops. Well, that's okay. There we go. Now it's off. Still off. And we had the trouble with this thing before. That's not going to happen now. Still off. Only now is it on, which is great. And it makes wonderful sense, and it's great. So, let's make our pulsar real quick. Just going to... Let me think here. I'm just going to bring this up a block. Will this get... Oops, will that get... Yeah. Nice. We're just going to put that there, here, here. And then just a whole bunch of these guys. Whoop. Spamming it won't work this time. Usually I have a macro that allows me to place like a jillion blocks a second, and it makes it easy. And I don't think... Am I running EDU? I might be. These aren't in EDU, so it would look weird. But I might be running EDU. I gotta change texture packs and find out. If I were, I could just use the fill tool or whatever that is, the long range build tool or whatever that tool is, which I haven't really played around with that much. But anyway, this is fine for our purposes. Plonk that there, and what else? Pulses, a repeater here, and redstone there, and a repeater here. I know I'm just spamming the repeaters for no reason, but bear with me here, guys. Here we go. Oops. This is awesome. This is so cool. This is so cool. I really like that thing. That snow thing. That's cool. That was awesome. I really want to put that in the map, because that rocks. Redstone lamp. Put that there. Keep going. We're almost home, guys. Sorry for the boring parts. Sorry for the boring parts. Alright, good. So, now, instead, okay, let's make, give me a fence, and I'll simulate what's going to happen. Oh. This is the fences for the things we're going to use for the animals. Oh, there we go. You can already see it. You can already see it going. That's on. That's not supposed to happen. Whoa! Whoa! What did I do? I messed this up. Badonk. There we go. That's like an inverted pulse. That's like something else. Not really. Pressure plate. I'll deal with those arrow things later. So, What should we use to represent school children? Where are my mobs? Let's try zombies. Just kidding, just kidding. I want villagers, because zombies will just be stupid. There's a villager, nothing happening, right? Student 1, pressure plate, nothing happening, right? No signals being sent, it's not strong enough. Signal, or person 2. And this goes along with your neurotransmitter idea, Elfie, by the way. This is sort of your needing multiple pressure plates to light up the thing. Student 3, nothing. But student 4, bam! Signal! Signal! Look at that. Look at that signal. Isn't that amazing? So, and I think this is a really cool idea to show the electricity going. Because if I recall from my 10th grade biology class, the way that electrical signals transmit in the body is sort of like it's not like electrons zapping through your body. It's like ions of chemicals going through your body, which transmits a charge. I think that's how it works. Like I said, it's been a long time, so it's been like 4 years or so. So I don't know, but if I were to guess, I think that's how it works. And so I think this sort of illustrates it a little bit better than just like a straight up redstone signal. Whoops. Because you can see like as if this is like the ionic trail or whatever of ions going one to the other. I don't know. Another idea is with pistons. Where you might have something like, I don't know. I'm just thinking randomly here. Piston. Let's do sticky pistons. They're cooler. Where you might have something like, I don't know. How's this gonna work? Like this. Or something. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up here, but something where like you have like the two sides. I know there's like something where like there are these ions on each side, and then like they like switch places or something. I don't know exactly how it works. I haven't looked it up. It's been a while. This is sort of just an off-the-cuff video, but oh man, I did it wrong. Of course, I did it wrong because I wasn't thinking. It should be extends to here, extends to here, extends to here. So it should be here. So yeah. So like if this is more accurate, you know, by all means use this. But I think the other way illustrates it better for the kids. I mean, you know, oops. Part of the question is how old are the kids? You know what I mean? Like, are they high schoolers? Are they middle schoolers? Are they elementary schoolers? Primary, secondary, etc. You know, I don't know how they refer to it in, in other countries. In America, we say high school, middle school, or junior high, senior high. I never used junior high and senior high. I always found that confusing. But, yeah, anyway, we'll just make a quick pulsar again, and I'm just going to make a ghetto pulsar, if you will. Just gonna put this here, put that there, put that there, and I'm just using this as a building block, but something like this maybe. Is this gonna work? Yeah. Okay, good, except this needs to be longer. And what's wrong now? Oh, it's a transparent block? Is that what's going on here? Does this need to be... Nope. What's going on? There should be a button. 20 of you guys are screaming at your screen right now, being like, Miggy, that doesn't work with pistons. But you know what? I'm trying it anyway. Because I'm that kind of guy. It's just the kind of guy I am. So that doesn't work. Anyone have any guesses here? Yeah, I think its pistons don't transmit redstone that way. What happens if we just bring this like this? Whoops. Will that work or will that not work? Nope. Close though. We're close. One more. And these go here now. Perfect. And let's do that for all of them. Should have been more prepared. It's my bad. But hey, we're getting ideas. We're getting ideas. Like I said, I think I'm probably gonna end up going with this design because it just illustrates the thing so well, like the charge going through. But at the same time, I'm not sure if it's illustratively accurate. But I mean, like I said, it depends how accurate we're going to be here. Anyway, I'm just going to finish connecting all this stuff. These other repeaters don't matter, so I'm not going to bother removing them. But in a second, this should be working. And we can do some cool stuff with, like, blocks. In the sense of... It's Minecraft! We can do cool stuff with blocks! No, in the sense that, like, we can just put something cool in the pistons. So, like, glowstone. I don't know. It's a cool block. You can't deny that glowstone is amazing in its magicness. Can't deny it. You can try all you want, but in the end, 1 glowstone, 0 you. Aw, yeah. Just kidding. Here we go. And that almost worked. Except it's more than 1 pulse. And this isn't connected. So, let's make it 3 pulses. Great, except we're lagging like crazy now. But that's essentially what's going on. I guess this also lags more. But, and for some reason, it looks like one side is going first. Is that just lag? It looks like this side is, or maybe this side on the right is pulling back first. See that? Is that a delay issue? Did I delay something wrong? Oh, that's what it is. Hello. Hello, Mr. Repeater. There we go. So, I mean, that sort of illustrates a little bit, kind of what I was talking about, I guess, about the charges going through. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe, like, we put, like, I don't know. Like, this can be, like, a nerve, and then, like, we can have the sheath. What do you call that sheath? The nerve. The nerve sheath. What do you call that? There's a name for it, like a scientific name for the nerve sheath. But it could be, like, made of obsidian or ice. Well, ice won't work because it would melt, but... Ice would be cool, but it would melt, so we're not going to do that. Melt and destroy our redstone, so we're not going to do that. But, like, this is, like, this thing coming, well, I mean, like, it doesn't come out of the sheath, but, like, if you imagine this as a cylinder, like, if this is a cross-section, yeah, of the nerve, or of the axon, which is sort of this similar to a nerve, but an axon is, I think, in a brain cell, and this is just a nerve. So, like, you push the button, and bam. Well, okay, great. Now you can't see anything. It's the lag. It really is. I would go with something like this. I think it would generate a lot less lag, and would be awesome. But this is just another way of illustrating it that I thought I'd share. Set time back to day. Awesome. So, the last thing on the list here is this light touch sensor, which seems to work. I mean, you could easily illustrate this just by having, having one person versus many people. So, yeah. I don't know. But I mean, it would be nice to have like an arrow. Like it'd be more fun, I think, for the kids. It might engage them a bit more if you make like a challenge out of it, as opposed to, you know, just telling them to stand on the pressure plate. You know, like this is a challenge for the kids. You know what I mean? Like this is like, here, see if you can activate the cold sensor, right? So snowball. And this thing could be like way high up, you know what I mean? Or maybe, you know, with some more fancy redstone, you could even make it so that you have to destroy all the minecarts, like make more minecarts in here and like have it be that you have to destroy all the minecarts to get it to pulse, which is even more complicated. But I mean, you know, it's all ideas. I mean, I like this one because it's reloading. Kids can just shoot at it with their little snowballs. I think it's really fun. It's a fun thing, and it also illustrates a neural impulse. Whereas this, and this is also cool. Like you're lighting the fire on this baby, you know. And this is just one. You can have like you can tile this. You can tile this section and turn it into a T flip-flop. So that then, once all the T flip-flops are on, hook that up to an AND gate, and then from the AND gate down to the pulsar, and then that pulses. I don't know if that's making any sense to you. If it doesn't, essentially what it means is that they'd have to light up more than one of these fires in order to trigger the nerve impulse. So you'd have to get the nerve very hot, as opposed to just a little bit hot, which might be more fun. I don't know. Last I checked, fire arrows won't light up netherrack, and I don't think they do, so I'm not going to try it out. But you never know if that's a thing. Just let me know. I don't think it is, but if it turns out I'm completely wrong and that's a thing, let me know. I'm just trying to figure out this light touch thing to make it more of a game. You know what I mean? You dig? So any ideas would be great. If there's a way to remove the arrows, like, would water do it? Well, water would destroy the pressure plate, I think. Should we find out? I need a bucket of water, and I need some more lapis. Lapis lazuli. So, anyway, so we're just making a thing so that the redstone doesn't get destroyed when I pour water on. I think honestly that the pressure plate's gonna be destroyed too. Toggle downfall. Get out of there. Let's see what we got. Badoink. Oh, no, yeah, that's right. That doesn't, because that's how I made the other thing. That's how I made the lungs. But it doesn't get rid of the arrows. The arrow just despawned, which is great, but it doesn't get rid of the arrows. If I do that, it pushes it slightly. Doesn't get rid of it. Alright, thank you. That didn't work. What else? Lava could sort of do it. Here's an idea. What if... can I put lava on this? Can I put lava right there? I mean, now it's sort of misleading because there's lava everywhere, but... when I do that... triggers a pulse. Does it destroy the arrow? It does not destroy the arrow. Just makes it a flaming arrow, I bet. So we're gonna get rid of this. Goodbye. Yep, flaming arrow. Which is cool, but not what we want. There's gotta be, man. There's gotta be a way of doing this. Thinking outside the box. Like that thing over there. Boats? What about boats? Can we do boats? What is that gonna help us with? Can we use... here's an idea. Okay. water on top and then boats? No. I wish there were like a magnet block. It could just destroy stuff or pull stuff in a certain direction. But the pressure, the thing is that like normally like you'd use water to push stuff or a piston, but the pressure plate's in the way. Right? So I don't know. I mean, the teacher could always be right here collecting all the arrows, but that seems like not a good way of doing it. I don't know, man. I think it might be good. The thing, yeah, like, I mean, it might be good just to have it be... What about using these guys? Just to have it be, you step on it. But I mean, like I said, like, that's not as fun and engaging, I feel. So I don't know. I might work on this a little bit and then show you later. I wish I could think of something now, though. Let me think. I'm wondering, can I do anything? Excuse me. With these tripwires, these new little tripwires that have yet to be implemented into the new thing, the new EDU, Edu, as it were. Let's give this a shot. String. Haven't used these yet, actually. Well, that's cool. So you hear it. But it stays. Darn, it stays. I wish it didn't stay. Oh, I have one. A torch. Just want to test it out here. So yeah, like these are the torches. That one goes off. Those ones go off. So, I don't know, man. It's tough. You can lay string on the ground just like for fun. That's kind of cool, isn't it? You can just like put string everywhere. Like, get this off the ground, man. It's all just string. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. What would be a good way? Could you push a mob onto it with an arrow? Well, now we kill the mob, and then he gets off. Detecting multiple shots is the problem. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me for the yawn. Just gonna go kind of slowly here. I don't know if this is gonna be easily doable. I don't know. I might have to play with it. Might have to play with it a little bit. I'm just gonna look at water again. Oh, I don't know. One idea. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, I don't know. Just because like you can sense the arrows. What about here's an idea. Here's an idea. This won't work, but I'm gonna try anyway because it might work. Ah, I keep doing that. Keep falling off. If I put a fence there first and then a pressure plate. Oh! But if I hit the fence. Oh! Yep, hit the fence, you're done. You hit the fence, you're done. You can go through the fence. You can go through the pressure plate. But if you hit the fence, you're done. Look at that. But that's something close. That's close. Look at that. Yeah, let's connect that. So, where's my redstone? Will I connect to there? No. Connect to here. Yeah. So, blah, blah, blah. What's going on? What's going on here? we can put, can I do, what can I do? Can I do this? Can I do this? Yeah. We got this. One of these guys. We're done. We're good. So this is sort of close. You go through the pressure plate, you're okay, and you can send as many pulses as you want this way, right? But you hit the fence, and you're done. So what's something that you can go through, but you can put a pressure plate on? What about web? I don't think that'll work. Nah. Nope. With World Edit, it might be easier to do some stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to do. Yes. Maybe. I might be able to change it to block 36. I'll have to check in my other world. Where I'm using World. Actually, you know what? I might be using World Edit in this, because it might be the Edu thing. Let's give it a shot. Let's see. Stick. I got my wand. And I'm not using it. Great. That's fine. That's great. Maybe you have to be on a server, with a server tool. I bet that's it. I don't know. Oh, no, you know what it is? I'm in 1.3. Duh. So, that's okay. Whatever. There might be a way to do it where you turn into block 36. Block 36 is a block which is like this weird block that you use sometimes in pistons. They use in pistons. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's a thing. And you can make stuff look invisible sometimes. And oh, but you know what, though? If you shoot it, I think it might go away. I don't know. I think it's probably safe to say further testing is needed for this bit, but hopefully I'll come up with something. Anyway, thank you for watching. Let me go to F5 view because it's cool. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed all these cool ideas. I know I enjoyed just like getting all these wonderful, cool things built. That's awesome. Look at that thing over there. That thing. That's so cool. I think this is the most awesome thing. So, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know if you have any ideas on how to get this baby to work. This one right here. Or if you have any ideas, on how to improve any of the other designs. That would be extremely helpful. And, hopefully, you'll be seeing these guys in a map sometime soon. So, yes. Thank you to those who have subscribed already, by the way. Really helps me know that you really like what I'm doing and stuff. I mean, the likes and the comments are great. But the subscriptions let me know that you want to see even more. So, please feel free to subscribe and like and comment and all that wonderful stuff. So, yes. Don't ask what that is. So, yes. Thank you very much. And I'm trying to think, was there anything else I wanted to show you? No. It was just that other thing that was stupid that I turned off. So, thanks a lot for watching. And as the sun rises, I take my leave of you. Thanks, guys. An hour and 15 minutes later, and you thought it was going to be over. You thought, man, this video is finally going to be over. But I got 2 words for you. Did it. I took a bite to eat, cleared my mind a little bit, came back to this, and I did it. I figured out how to do exactly what I want to do using some fancy piston magic. Let's see if this works. There it is. There goes the pulse. See it? Let's make it night. Time set 1400 or 1000. Look at that, baby. Now there's oopsie, I missed that time. Missed that time. Oh no no! It jammed. All right, so I guess it still jams. I guess it still jams. But it's better than what it was before, which was almost nothing. So here's what's happening. Basically, I mean, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. But it's darn close. Look at that. What's happening is this. Where are all the arrows going is what I want to know. Where are they all going? What's happening is when this thing gets turned on, okay, oops, that powers this sorry, it powers, let me think. Oh, this is a bud switch. I just realized this is a bud switch. Badoink. So, like, if you imagine this is a bud switch, now it's not. Now it's just normal. Before it was a bud, which is, I think, why it worked so well. But here, that happens. That was my original intent, right? Now it's a bud again. But, the idea was that, like, when you have something, like an arrow there, and then you push, right? You push the block it's on from the side, it goes down. So I'm thinking instead of pushing it like the whole thing, like on the top here, push it on the bottom instead. And the pressure plate just stays in the same place. So that's basically what I did. Now it's still got a few kinks to iron out. Like I said, like it's not perfect. You know, that wasn't the first time it's jammed. It's jammed before. If it lands right, let me think. Let me see. How do I make it jam is what I want to know. If it lands, I don't know. If you just keep firing at it, maybe, or maybe at the right. There it goes. So yeah. So when it goes through, if it accidentally doesn't go all the way through, like all the way down under, then it might not behave. But look at all these that are working. Maybe cutting that out might help it. Cutting that one out might help it. Let's see. Just keep firing. Oh, I'm sorry, my sound is up. I didn't realize my sound was up until just now. Just keep on firing. I want it to jam. Still, I mean, this is pretty nice for it jamming. For it not jamming. But yeah, essentially what's happening is that when this gets a pulse, like that, right? Pulsing, this one should extend. This one's supposed to extend, but because this one's still retracting, it doesn't extend, because a piston can't push a retracting piston head or an extended piston. So, it ends up being a sort of a bud switch. So that's its like default position, and I wanted it to go back and forth, but doesn't seem to be working. Whoa! You mean you can even go through it because it's this whole Block 36 business. Block 36 that I was talking about before was it's the block that gets moved basically. When you move a piston block, you see this weird like outline. Anyway, you can read up on it on the wiki. Anyway, I don't want to make this video go on any longer than it already is. I'm sure now it's like about an hour and a half, which means I'm probably gonna have to split it up into parts, which is a real pain in the butt. But I suppose it's better than watching an entire hour and a half of all this stuff, especially when like when this whole fiasco went down and I got this whole gate all wrong. I was laughing so hard watching that back. I was like, Miggy, you are completely messing this thing up. So I'll keep you updated with this. This is I feel like as good as I want to get it right now. It's not jamming too much. I mean, there we go. There's a jam right there. So maybe if you fire from the top. Maybe I think it's sort of random. There's one. Did it bounce back onto it? I don't know. I don't know. If you update it again, if you remove this, and then update this, stays. Update this now. Yep. I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough one. There it goes. So I don't know. It's an interesting idea. I'm gonna play with it more. It's the closest I've gotten though, even closer than that sign or not sign, than that there it goes again, jamming away. Even closer than the whole fence thing. Yeah, there it is again. So I don't know. Now it's jamming a lot. I think it's because I fired it right on this edge here. Maybe not. Let's see. Run away! Yeah. Because now it's not actually even on the block. It's just sort of touching it. See that? Like it's on like this block. It's on that block. But it's still touching the pressure plate. So that when it moves, like, I don't know. It doesn't work. So I'll try to figure out a way to get this to be a little less buggy. But that is all. Just wanted to let you know this is one possible solution. Like I said before, if you have anything else, you know, I'm wide open to suggestions. So, thank you. Bye, guys.